What's happening is these institutions that have done so much for the American people are being dismantled in a way that will leave scars for our country for decades to come.
Until a few weeks ago, had no idea that our democracy was this fragile. And so if Congress isn't going to stand up, it's up to us.
People around the nation gathered today to protest against President Donald Trump and Elon Musk, including right here in Chattanooga.
This is Local 3 News Weekend.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for Local 3 News at 11. I'm Cornelia Nicholson. Well, protests erupted across the nation earlier today, pushing back against the Trump administration. More than 1,400 hands-off protests were held at state capitals, federal buildings, and parks across the country. On your screen, you can see the crowds in Chicago, Illinois, Washington, D.C., and Atlanta, Georgia. Organizers say they planned what they called a pro-democracy movement in response to a, quote, hostile takeover and, quote, billionaire power grab. Well, that hands-off movement made its way all the way to here in Chattanooga. Local 3's Catherine Vaughn visited Ross's Landing earlier today and spoke with protesters, telling why they felt to join the movement. She joins us now in studio. Catherine, what did you see all out there?
Cornelia, we saw lots of people chanting, waving signs. Residents and protesters from as far as Atlanta all gathered downtown to take part in the movement. And they say they want their voices heard. Lined all across Chattanooga's riverfront, you could see hundreds of people chanting, waving flags, and holding signs. Chattanooga is just one of many cities who took part in the nationwide hands-off protest, a movement that opposes the actions of President Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Getting everyone's voices heard against the current administration and what's going on. Everything that Elon Musk is doing, everything that Donald Trump is doing is not for the good of America. It's for the good of billionaires. None of us are going to benefit from any of their policies that they're implementing.
The rallies were organized by a pro-democracy movement in response to what organizers call a hostile takeover, an attack on American rights and freedoms.
Silence is compliance.
We need to step back and unite, stand together under our flag against what's going on and demand change and demand more from our government, because we could do a lot better than we are right now.
I mean, I think there's some people that are awake, that are having their eyes open, that aren't trying to just follow the masses and say that everything's okay when it's not okay.
They say it's an opportunity to unite citizens, regardless of political opinion.
You're no longer alone, and we hope that the rallies that have happened around the country today will unite us all.
One Chattanooga native says it's crucial to stand up for what he believes in a time when it matters most.
I may not be a warrior, but I can be out here and share my voice and do what I feel is right. So one day when my son asks me what I did to stand up against it, I can tell him. And that I didn't just stand idly by.
For more on the protest, you can head over to our website. I'm Catherine Vaughn, Local 3 News.